We hustle, but the night we OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I'm a OG boy. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my seat. Know that they ride or die. I keep well by my.
Okay, so we are 16 days out. In 2 weeks, we're already starting to carb up. So about, I need to push for the next 10 days as hard as I can to make the most of it and, hit the condition that I want to, beat my best. And, today it's shoulder, and every workout now is, as soon as I do one set, something happens. It's like somebody hits the emergency button and I don't want to talk, I don't want to do nothing, but I need to go through the workout. So the first exercise was behind the neck pull downs, did like 5-6 sets. Keep it very, very simple today. So did that, then went on to dumbbell presses. Actually pressed probably the heaviest I pressed since the injury in shoulders. Don't think I've even pressed it in the chest this prep. So 45 kilos, 100 pounds, which is, taking all into consideration, it's very, very good. So now we moved on to side laterals, and I told you guys this, there's a million ways to do those, and you can try to see different ways that I've told you. Is you can keep your shoulders down and try to reach for the walls. It will be, a very biomechanic right way to do it. But then again, you can argue that your body don't want to move just one joint at a time. So you can get yourself into a position where you can swing a little bit more and hit your side delts just as well as when you're locked in. Most important thing now is just to get a lot of blood into the shoulders. And if I want to bring back any mass to my shoulders, it would be done in the press. Pressing is what made my shoulders round and big. Many years ago I didn't have that, good shoulders. When I started pressing, putting the emphasis on the military press, they grew a lot. So presses will build your shoulders no matter what. Of course, everybody is different. Depends on how big your arms are, how long they are, how you press, how you do everything. Depends on how, your body will look at the end. So get through this, probably do like 10 sets today with side laterals, then move on to upright rows, and we'll see what happens. Yeah, go. Okay, so upright rows, And the reason we keep it so simple today, we'd rather do a lot of sets with easy exercises. When you're low on carbs, low on calories, the pump is harder to get and harder to keep. So when you train shoulders, you just want to force the blood into the muscle and keep it there. So keep it as simple as possible. And like I said, probably did like 10 sets of side laterals, now upright rows, just trying to maintain that blood in the muscle. And you know, for me, even talking to you guys will have a negative effect on the pump, but you need to go through it. So just do probably like 6 sets here. Try as good as possible to force the arms up with my shoulders, not my arms. So you don't want to end up here like this, because that's just arms. You want to force them out and up. Pull through your elbows. Even though you will end up moving your shoulders a little bit and trap will take over a little bit. With all the exercises, your shoulder will get the load today, no matter what. So, and your traps will, you know, they won't have a negative effect of this anyway. So, just keep going. Okay guys, so done working out. Shoulders today. It was, you know, what I expected. Low carbs, been eating I think 70 grams of carbs today, so a long workout. So overall, you know, got a little pump and, you know, happy with that. I thought I could, you know, run through what I look for when it comes to conditioning, because it's very, very difficult to look and understand what you're looking for if you're doing this on your own. So there's a difference to look when you're done training versus in the morning. You pull a little bit more water under the skin subcutaneously. So the look will be a little bit different, but the pump is there to stretch the skin again. So you need to take all the variables into consideration. And now being like 2 weeks out, what I look for is like, when it comes to the front, I always have like reference points where I look back and see, okay, how did my shoulders look 2 weeks out last time? And I remember, you know, I got a lot more striations through the front delts, but that's not so weird because I pressed a lot more weight last prep and not able to press so heavy this prep. So when the water and everything goes and the carb up comes, I think my shoulders won't be a weak point at least. And when it comes to my chest, it's not as good as it was. You can see like the small dent from the injury, and you know, striation is coming through. So being very, very flat, it's hard to see, you know, how it's going to push through the skin and how I'm going to end up looking. But I just want to take you through like how I'm looking, and when it comes to, you know, how good of conditioning you need to have about 2 weeks out. So the skin is very loose, and when I cut water, this will be, you know, almost see-through, so that's good. My chest is not very full. I haven't trained chest in like 5 days, so I can see that the fullness goes away very quickly, probably because of the way I train. So I don't train heavy enough, and my body don't need to fill it up as much as it did last time. So I can see my chest is a lot smaller than last time. Shoulders are okay, arms are okay. You know, when it comes to symmetry, both sides is very similar. So no difference in the traps, no difference in the chest, unless if I show you directly, it's a bit more bigger dent here versus here, but it's always gonna be a dent here. So that ain't a problem. Nobody will see that. When it comes to legs, it's been a couple of days since I trained legs, so they're, you know, not inflamed, but you can see that they're not full at all. Striation is coming through. You can see that separation is there, but you know, and the skin, like I said, very loose. So when I've given it a little bit more rest and everything comes together, you know, from the front it's good enough. So when it comes to the back, it's always, my problem is always my ass is always holding a little bit of fat, you can see, but it's much better now than I've been previously. And from the side you can see that my leg ain't that full anymore, so I lost a lot of width to my side leg. Very difficult to understand how everything works and, you know, what you need to do to change all that. And you can see like there's a difference to my legs. You can see my left leg is a little bit different towards my right leg. Don't know why, but then again, when you see like conditioning, there's still a lot of skin, a lot of fat that needs to go. You need to push hard for the next 10 days. We can run through the poses. We're gonna see. That one with that. Okay, so when it comes to this, you know, nobody will show you this because this is the worst part of prep. Kind of insecure because you know you need to push harder. And you know you need to be, you know, a little bit considerate when you come to how hard you can push and how long, like I talked before. Because it's like a saying, I think it's John Meadows that said, don't dig a hole that you can't get out of. And going into a contest with very high stress levels and, you know, burying yourself, you will not be able to take it in and, you know, go into the show without a lot of stress. So it's very, very difficult coaching yourself. It's very difficult landing in the plane, like I said before. But we'll take one day at a time, one training session at a time. And like I said before, if I want to do this, I'm doing it my way, and I need to show you guys transparency. So on my worst day, I'm still going to show you that I feel like crap and the way I look. So hopefully I'll have a good day soon and I can film that, because there is a big difference from a good day to a bad day. And you know, depends on what you train, how long you train, how hard you train, how much carbs you have, how much energy I have, water manipulations, sodium, all of this comes into play and determines the look. So I don't know how much more I'm gonna film today, but we'll see. See you next time. See you later. Bye. Ooh.